Broadcasting from Purple Earth.
Hi, I'm Abby, speaking to you from Purple Earth World Headquarters. Presidents and their campaigns love to come to La-Crosse. Every cycle, each campaign seems to come here at least once. Last week, it was Barack Obama's turn. Now, I have some suggestions for anyone thinking of attending a presidential campaign rally. First, prepare to pass through airport-level security. Finish your coffee before you go in because you can't bring any in with you. There are dogs, so you probably want to leave your stash at home. Once past the gauntlet, it was time to take out the camera and document what I came to document, the crowds. They put everybody on 2 blocks of a 4-lane street, and the crowd spilled onto a parking lot on one side and a side street on the other. For those of you who are familiar with La-Crosse, that would be 2nd Street from the La-Crosse Center walkway all the way up to Main Street, spilling into the Radisson parking lot and onto Pearl Street. Now, for this many people, they're saying it was about 15,000. In this type of setting, they don't bother with chairs. These events involve many hours of standing on blacktop. It's hard not to notice the spooks on the rooftops. Now, some people may be spooked by the spooks and the tight security, but it does reduce the anxiety that something bad could happen to the headline speaker. Contrary to expectations, it didn't take long for Obama to appear on stage, which had me standing on my tiptoes looking for a glimpse. I could see a tiny figure a block away on the other side of a forest of arms holding cell phones and assorted flavors of cameras. I added my arm to the forest and got a couple of pictures. Behind me was a vertically challenged woman who had no view at all, asking me if I could reach up my arm up into the air and take a picture with her camera. Next thing I knew, a small line had formed behind me of women handing me their cameras to grab some shots of our special guest. Eventually, the speech ended, and half the crowd surged toward the exit to go home, and then the other crowd surged toward the front, hoping to join the handshake crowd. Meanwhile, the throng of media people on the platform facing the podium began packing in their cameras and other equipment. Photographers bobbed up and down on a scissors lift recording the after-speech festivities. Vendors worked the departing crowd with buttons, stickers, and t-shirts. As an aside, I loved a particular button design that was from the appearance in Berlin. The campaign missed an opportunity to reprise that design for a speech delivered in La-Crosse during the middle of the Oktoberfest celebration. In a big way, going to this event wasn't really about seeing Obama, although I could barely see him really, or about hearing what he had to say. There's a lot more comfortable ways to do that. It was about participating in history, even if it was in a very small way. As a young highway patrolman, my father got to escort John Kennedy around the Wisconsin roads. 50 years from now, if Obama changes the world in the ways that he may very well be capable of, I'd hate to have to say that when he came to town, I didn't go. If Obama makes history, I'll be able to tell all the kids about the day I went to see him.